Hey everybody, welcome to the second episode of Solatium. And today we're going to talk about
A lot.
yeah.
Basically, a lot of Christmas. The whole episode is centered around Christmas. You can tell by my festive hat. My co-host doesn't have a hat, so she's going to be the Grinch of this episode. She's going to be the Grinch. The Grinch who stole Christmas. But we have pink headsets, so that's the only thing that we got down. So
Uniform.
yeah. And we also wearing white shirts.
I'm wearing a blue shirt.
I'm slightly colorblind. That's actually true, though. I am colorblind, so it's very difficult for me to identify crayons. When I was a kid, I used to color the clouds in my drawings like purple. So,
Really?
yeah. My teachers were like, "Oh, you're so creative." Anyways, so let's just get straight into the episode. This is gonna be very, very fun. Christmas.
But before that, we have to thank our editor.
Oh my goodness.
Justine.
My brain completely forgot. By the way, it's not just me and Aina. We're not the only two people behind the podcast. Behind the scenes, there's a bunch of different people. People who approve the podcast. People who help edit. Justine, very big shout out to you. She was actually the latest recruitment, I guess. And we're very thankful that she said yes. Because without an editor, we would just be babbling on and on. No conformity, no nothing. So yeah, Justine, thank you very much for editing our shenanigans. And also thank you to Miguel, who made this whole thing possible. Thank you to Sir Alfonso for basically becoming our navigator through this sky. We're flying high. I don't know where I was going with that. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah.
Especially Sister Dedication for allowing us to have a podcast.
Yes. So thank you to those people. So, Aina, how do you celebrate Christmas? Like before the whole pandemic, like what does your family do on Christmas?
We're not really huge on Christmas. We don't even give gifts to each other. It's like, the family gets together and then, usual karaoke and then eating food. We do like a Secret Santa thing. The whole family does it. Do you do that too?
We've never done that ever.
Really?
We've never had a Secret Santa.
That's what we do. We're huge. I have 6 sisters now. So you do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like every year, it's the same. There's nothing new about it.
And when COVID happened, did it change it at all? Did it
Definitely. Yeah, it did. It was still like normal, but we didn't have any guests. It was just us. Extra safe and stuff like that. I was very lucky that my family lived close to each other, and we live in a pretty remote town. So
the middle of nowhere.
No COVID, but yeah, we still remained safe. Luckily enough, at that time there were no losses in the family. We were all healthy and all that, so pretty lucky.
Yeah, COVID for my family. COVID really changed it because my family's super extroverted. When Christmas comes along, everyone's happy, everyone's celebrating. Before COVID, we would have our entire neighborhood. It's not that big. It's not like thousands. It's just 50 to 40 people. And most of them are kids, so, they're playing around, having fun. When COVID happened, it really, it was just the 6 of us in the house just staring at each other what do we do now? Oh yeah, one thing to mention, my family is weird when it comes to Christmas. We divide the celebration in 2 parts. Do you guys do that? Christmas Eve and Christmas?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, I thought we were
I think that's normal.
Yeah, but if you think about it, Christmas Day is the big shebang, But in our family, it's backwards. Christmas Eve is where everyone's oh my goodness, it's Christmas.
Same.
Oh my God, I thought I was alone.
So weird. During the actual Christmas day, it's oh, it's done.
Yeah, it's like
it's gonna
we ate all the
end.
food. Yeah, let me just recap how we celebrate. I don't think I said it, but I don't think it's really that different because we just, for Christmas Eve, like I said, that's where everyone's like, oh my goodness,
Hmm.
it's Christmas. And so what we do is pretty normal. This is before COVID. We would just spend time together, chill, hang out, listen to Christmas songs. My mom would be blasting the house with Christmas music, and then at in the afternoon, late in the afternoon, we go to church, and then after that, we have this mouth-watering Christmas dinner. I love Christmas dinner. I'm a very
Hmm.
thin guy, so the only time I eat a lot is Christmas. And some of my favorites are honey glazed ham,
Oh
and
my
then
goodness.
honey glazed ham, some potato salad, some roasted chicken smothered in gravy. Oh, I'm getting hungry
Hmm.
right now. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. And then on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day, usually my family will go out and with other families. And the weird thing about that is I stay behind. I stay here
Really?
because yeah, I stay here and my cousin comes over and we have this yearly tradition ever since we were like what 15, 14. He would come over to my house and the whole day for Christmas we just play video games. Like that's the dream, like two teenage boys playing video games all day, eating Mountain Dew and Doritos. Like that's the most like that's the standard issue teenage boy thing, you know? And then when COVID happened, unfortunately, everything, we had to split up the families into different groups. The neighborhood couldn't be as, close as they would before. And when COVID happened, it was really different, but it was so fun because it was like the first time it was just us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was super fun. And we can't talk about Christmas without Christmas presents. We should do something that we should play a little game and the audience can play along.
Hmm.
What is your Christmas wish? What do you want for Christmas?
Do I start?
It's like this is like such an organized thing. What do you want for Christmas? Me? The only other person? So yeah, I guess the audience can play along. They can enter it in the comments. What do they want?
Hmm.
So, Aina, the only other person in the call, what do you want for Christmas?
Actually, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I want another cat. I'm turning into this crazy cat lady.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh yeah.
Your cat was hanging out with us.
It's so funny though, cause like, I always get a new cat before Christmas. I have like 2 cats now, and it's crazy.
I love cats. I don't have any cats, but I love cats.
But yeah, probably a new cat to fill this empty void in my heart.
Fun fact: I had my finger sliced open by a cat,
Oh, me too,
but
all the time.
but I've never previously before that I've never had any animal related injuries, and I was a little kid, and I believe everything I read on the internet. So I was like, I have rabies. I was crying. I was crying to my mom. I was like, I have rabies. I'm gonna become a crazy person. Okay, what I want for Christmas, I'm thinking of something useful. I guess I'm gonna sound so selfish. I want a new computer. There's one right behind me, but this thing is like this one that I'm using right now is my everyday use. Like I use it for school, personal stuff, watching movies, whatnot. And that thing is reserved for like that thing doesn't have internet. That thing is like so old. It doesn't have wireless internet, so you need to plug it into
Yeah.
the actual router. And we don't have that wire, so it doesn't have internet. So we use that for like printing and office work and whatnot. So yeah, a new computer would be awesome. I would love that. Santa, Santa, if you're watching the podcast, I know you're real, Santa. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. What's the worst present you've ever gotten for Christmas?
Oh my goodness. In general, I hate getting like food as a gift.
I feel horrible because I do that every year.
But it's like, it's okay for not, if you're that type of classmate who gives like everybody gifts and you give me food, that's fine. But if we're like friends and you know me, or you're like a family member and you give me food, I'm gonna be so offended.
It's like, you see me one time a year, and you give me this.
Because like, it'll be fine if it's like a letter and stuff like that, because I want to keep it. You can't keep a food because it's gonna,
Yeah, unless you... oh my god, I'm not even gonna say that.
Unless you like moldy food. But yeah, I guess like in general, food is like the worst gift that I've ever received.
Yeah. I think that's pretty tame comparing to mine. My cousin gave me a box, and it was very light. It was very small, very light.
Mm-hmm.
And I opened it, and it was one of those like fake what do I even call it? Fake dog doo doo. That's what I'm. And I was like, wow, thanks guys. This is the perfect thing to give a 10-year-old boy.
Oh no.
But on the other end of the spectrum, what is the best thing you got for Christmas?
I told you before that my family isn't really like big on gifts. Like growing up, ever since I was little, like my parents would just give me money. And then when it's like December 25, we would go out and I would buy my own present. So that was just
that's
yeah.
pretty cool though.
Mm-hmm. And that applied to like me wanting gifts now. I hate surprises because I want it to be like, useful and I would like it. But like the best gift, I guess, channeling my inner child, is a Barbie. A Barbie can never go wrong. I love Barbie so much.
I was about to say, if I hold on, my brain didn't work. I'm sorry. If I don't get a computer, which is completely understandable, Santa, I hope you're listening, Santa. I'm a really big like Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars. Like I grew up watching the what's it called? The prequels, because like the original ones were like in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
I wasn't even existed. I did not exist during that period. So the early 2000s, that's where I watched like the prequel movies, and I fell in love with it. So until now, I'm still a huge Star Wars fan. So like a Star Wars action figure will make me cry. Make me cry. But yeah, the best present I got. There's so many. Probably when my grandpa gave me a bicycle, like my first bicycle, gave me that freedom. Because up until that point, like I was that shy kid who didn't go outside. And when I got that bicycle, I became basically the opposite. I was always outside playing in the sand. I lived near a construction site when I was little. So I was like, when the workers weren't there, hopefully this doesn't get me into any legal trouble. But when the workers weren't there, me and my friends would like go over there and like play soldiers or whatever, ride our bikes and whatnot. And yeah, once I got that bike, it really let me know like going outside isn't a bad thing, It made me like the outdoors, like nature, animals. That doesn't have to do that doesn't have anything to do with a bike, but yeah, animals, sure.
One with the wild.
Yeah, I feel like what's his name? Bear Grylls. Is that his name? That guy who's like, I can show you how to survive eating wood. Like, and then he drinks like water from mud or something. He finds a way to filter it. That guy's insane. With the Christmas spirit, we all know what's going on right now in the world, and we're not going to let that break our Christmas spirit. We are strong. We can do this. Christmas isn't about the gifts. It's not about Barbies, unfortunately. It's not about cats. It's not about the gifts, the presents. It's not about fake dog poop. It's not about that. It's about the Christmas spirit. So,
yeah.
What is the most Christmassy story you have?
Like before I was very young. that was the first time that we had like a Christmas tree
Oh.
and a Belen, with the baby Jesus in it.
Oh.
And that was like the time that I felt like, oh my god, it is Christmas. And like our whole house was like lit up, and then people were like, oh my god, look at that house, it's like so Christmassy.
It's glowing.
It's glowing.
Floating in the air.
Yeah,
Angels in the sky.
It was like that before, when I was younger. And yeah, I guess like, setting up a Christmas tree with your family is so nice. It's like, it's so calming. Family stuff. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that was like very spiritual. I can feel like the blessings, at that time.
Wholesome.
Very wholesome. And yeah, that's, the lights and everything like that. Me with my family and like other people, a bunch of people, really felt like it was Christmas. Yeah.
So, did anything like particularly like wacky or goofy happen?
We would like do these like Christmas games. Do you do that?
Oh yeah, we did that last year. Like
it was
charades
so fun.
and stuff.
And it was very fun because like people are so ridiculous. I would just like, I'm that corny child who doesn't participate.
Corny child. Oh, I used to be one of those.
I would just sit there and like watch and like laugh at them because they look so ridiculous.
I guess my most Christmassy moment is now that I think about it, I don't really have one of those Christmassy moments. But I guess setting up the Christmas tree with my family. Unfortunately, we didn't do that this year. My family sets up the Christmas tree in September. Does your family do that?
No, mostly like November.
Oh, that's normal. My family, well, they're not normal. They're just
excited.
No, never mind. Yeah, we didn't do it this year because both of my sisters. I'm the youngest in my family. Both of my sisters are busy with work, and I'm busy with school. Pretty sure we all are, and so we didn't get to do it as a family. But one time we did get to do it as a family, and it was so fun. There was like Christmas music in the background. It was late at night as well. So, I'm a night owl. I like doing things at night more than the morning. So it was very fun. For anything goofy, I have loads and loads of weird things I did on Christmas, but I guess this one's the most memorable. My cousin, the guy who comes over every year to play video games with me, one time he came over and we didn't prepare any snacks. I don't know why, we just forgot. So we were like, you want to go out? And I was like, okay. And by the way, we were very young. We didn't know how to commute. And we didn't know. Both our parents weren't there. Mom, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mom. So what we decided to do is I live near a 7-Eleven. I put the word near in massive quotation marks. Near a 7-Eleven. And I was like, oh, don't worry, man. I know the way to go. And I go the complete opposite direction of the 7-Eleven. So we're walking for like half an hour. And then I slowly realize, like, we're nowhere near it. And I'm scared. I don't want to get in a fight with my cousin. So I'm like, yeah, I remember. There's a different 7-Eleven that way. And he was like, what? I think he knew I was lying. I think he knew I was up to something, but he just wanted to play along. He was like, okay, whatever. So we get there, another hour passes by, and we get there, and then we grab our snacks, teenage boys, Doritos and Mountain Dew, the go-to thing. So we get to the counter, we're in line, and then I was like, do you have your wallet? And then he was like, what? It's like, your wallet, we're going to pay for this food, right? What do you mean, do you have your wallet? I thought you had your wallet. So we ended up going home, get our wallets, and this time we actually we commuted. Is that the right word? Commuted?
I
Yeah,
think so.
we commuted to the 7-Eleven. We went the right way this time,
Nice.
and we bought our snacks. So that was probably one of the goofiest, just zaniest things I've ever done on Christmas. So yeah, that was super fun. That was I had a blast recording this episode. I'm gonna be
Me too.
honest. I'm in the Christmas spirit. Got my little Santa hat on. Somebody forgot their Santa hat.
I don't know where it is.
To be fair, not everyone just has a Santa hat laying around. Today's positive message, do you want to give it? This episode's positive message?
Of course. So now that we're in December, make sure to, even if you're far away from your family, that doesn't really, affect anything. Be thankful that you're safe, your family is complete. Even if your family is not complete, just remember that they're watching over you. And be safe. There is a new variant out there. Be safe and remember to always be thankful and remember that God is watching over us, all of us, and we will be blessed this Christmas. Do you have
Merry Christmas.
Do you have any positive message?
All I gotta say is Merry Christmas. I'm one of
Merry
those people. I'm one of those people who like it's in September and it's like, okay, it's almost Christmas, and then like I black out for a few months and I wake up, it's December, like, oh my goodness, it's Christmas. So yeah, Merry Christmas to everyone listening. Hope you have a great month of December. And for my fellow grade 12 students, good luck in your defense. That could be your Christmas wish. That could, yeah. I wish Santa give me a successful defense, something like that. So yeah, thank you all for watching, listening, and wherever you may be, whether you're listening to this the morning, the night, the evening, space, the moon, Mars, Merry Christmas, and yeah, love and light.